Okay, well sure. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Polytunnel.
Sorry, you can start.
It's the end of the summer now. It's like the 4th of September today, and I got a bit tired of looking after the Polytunnel. Really, I haven't been watering it as much as I should have. And I can see maybe it's the colder temperatures, or maybe it's just the lack of watering. But some of the plants have started to turn a bit yellow, and just maybe the lack of light as well go down a little bit. But this is like an example of what we had this summer. Most of these are money makers. That's the variety of tomato, and we had a great yield from them all summer long. And I think anything that comes on the plants now is probably unlikely to ripen, but you can see there's been some brilliant tomatoes here, and there has been a variety of them. This side has got much taller than the other side, which you see over here, which is starting to look a little bit sad, but there's some big tomatoes there that are just coming off. They're just starting to ripen, but we've had some really good tomatoes off these plants. You can see here as well some really big tomatoes there, and I'm hoping they'll ripen up. I'm looking forward to having some of those. There's more of them here. You can see them. They're not going to get really red, these ones. These are yellow, and I forget the name of them actually, but that's it. All over the place. Anyway, these are zinnias that I was growing from seed here in the garden, and they got really tall inside the greenhouse here. This is a zinnia as well. The ones I sowed this year came up in all kinds of different colours. So you've got this pink, and you've got this kind of reddish orange, and you've got this kind of pink here as well. I'm not sure which one I like the best. I think it's probably this one. And there's actually a paler pink in the back there. You can see it. It's just in there. Paler pink. The cosmos that I've grown, because I thought they would flower in between the plants, they haven't flowered at all, and I think it's probably down to the fact that this is really rich soil, and it's just the flower is concentrating. The plant is concentrating on just putting out foliage rather than flowers, because it's so rich. It doesn't need to put out flowers.
That's right.
So there are a couple of cosmos flowers that have come out, but only 2, and there's more coming out on this plant here. But you can see the rest of them, they're all just bushy and taking all the light, but giving no flowers. And I've still got some cucumbers growing here that have done really well all summer, and some courgettes. There's still courgettes here as well. Oh my cat is on my head. So come here. Come here, little baby. So look, there's also some pumpkins there that haven't got really big. I'm guessing that they need a lot more water, I'd say, but they are a lovely colour. There's some cucumbers still there, growing away, and there's some small peppers left in the pepper plants here. And in here then we've got there's some thyme growing in a pot there. I kept it in because thyme can really run wild in a flower bed. And there's some oregano and some basil. So that's all that's really growing here at the moment. That's the kiwi plant. No fruits on it this year. I was hoping I might get some, but there hasn't been any, so I'm hoping won't see any this year anyway, so it'll be next year sometime. And that's just a white grapevine there, a vine growing up from the corner. So that hasn't really done much this year either, but it didn't get great growing conditions. It wasn't watered regularly, but I think the roots are gone outside now, outside the polytunnel, and they should be able to soak up whatever moisture they need from that. So that's really it. It's getting to look a bit untidy in here. Started off real neat, but yeah, we've got lots of fruit from it over the summer, so well worth doing. So, talk to you again.